Decline bench press. Of course, you saw this one coming. While arching on a flat bench can mimic a decline press, it's not the same. Why? Because you can lift more weight on a true decline angle. Just like we see with powerlifters who have insane mobility and push the limits of arching. That said, you don't need to go to those extremes when you can just stay tight on a fixed decline bench. It was literally designed for that purpose, allowing you to standardize your form and easily compare strength across different pressing angles that look more alike. Personally, my decline bench press is about the same level of strength as a one board press, probably because of the reduced range of motion, not the arm path, which we wouldn't replicate on a flat bench anyway. So the decline bench is still my go-to for lower chest, which is why I recommend it over board presses. As mentioned earlier, it's about body positioning plus arm path. You need both for the best muscle biasing. And in particular, if you do the decline bench press off an adjustable bench, you can overload with a decent range of motion. It's really not as much of a partial as many lifters claim. It almost sounds like they've never done the lift. For most lifters, the arms will be level with or slightly below the torso, maybe a few inches higher than a flat bench, which also spares the shoulders and allows for smooth progression. All you long arm benchers, this could be a game changer for you. Otherwise, if your decline bench is steep and your arms are clearly above 90 degrees in the bottom, then we have a real problem. Record yourself to find out. In that case, I would 100% completely avoid using a straight bar. Instead, use a cambered bar or the new Omni bar by Bald Omni Man to increase the range of motion by several inches. This now provides a similar range of motion to a flat bench, but now with a decline angle. This one hack alone completely fixes the compromised decline press. And the neutral grip is significantly easier on the shoulders despite the deeper stretch. The arms are more tucked, naturally lowering the bar to the sternum and reducing the tendency to press back toward the rack, which we don't want. You're also leveraging the rib cage with a tucked arm path for a unique stretch. It's a game changer and is by far the best way to do declines for both hypertrophy and strength. You also get maximum stability through the leg pads, so lateral shifting is eliminated and it's all pecs since there's no more leg drive, but you're still locked in. It's like an improved Larson press, or rather the paraplegic version where the legs are tied down. You also get more out of less weight compared to a normal decline. You will lift less, and the high hip position forces a high arch or flex hips, which makes the lift super grindable. You get these little jolts of power off the bottom. You're locked in, just pressing through your rib cage and letting your chest take over. Hands down, this is the best way to do declines if you have this setup. This also eliminates redundancy by blending better with other pressing angles, which are naturally higher. This is exactly how Dorian Yates used to train, pairing decline bench with incline bench. You do the reversal. That same strategy works here. And even if you go decline and flat, it's still less redundant than pairing flat barbell with flat dumbbell. Speaking of which, you can still use dumbbells, but the challenge will be getting into the starting position. Because you're stronger, it's realistic to hit well over 120 pounds for reps, and therein lies the problem. Getting them up without a spotter or hooks is a huge effort. You would need to set up plow boxes next to you, which is another hassle. Plus, you have to throw them to the sides when you finish, since you won't be strong enough to weighted sit up your way out, which can be dangerous to you or others. Larger dumbbells will also be required here, which are a lot less stable. So I'm not a fan unless you use a neutral grip with a wider arm path, so barrel press style, and include this as a third exercise with tempo or higher reps. Each set should last at least 60 to 90 seconds, and even then, it's more for advanced benchers, in which they might be better off doing decline flies, which offer a deep stretch in the lower chest with more shoulder protection compared to other flies. This is worth trying if you don't want to do decline presses or dips. At least get that decline angle in through isolation work. The weight won't be heavy enough where the setup is a problem, and it feels amazing for most lifters. That said, any camber bar decline press provides the stability and loading potential of a barbell with the optimal angle and way to stretch. It's a close tie to weighted dips, but ideally, you should do both.